Imagine you've saved up for months, booked that dream cruise, and then you make a simple etiquette mistake that ruins your whole experience. Let's make sure that doesn't happen to you. Asterisk number 10. Not following the dress code for formal nights. Formal nights are a tradition on many cruises, and they offer a chance to dress up and enjoy the luxury experience that cruising promises. However, not everyone knows that these dress codes aren't just suggestions, they're a way of creating a shared, elevated atmosphere on board. Why it's annoying when you're all dressed up, ready to enjoy a fancy dinner, and then someone walks in wearing a t-shirt and flip-flops, it can really feel like a disruption. Formal nights are designed to be a special occasion, and part of the fun is dressing the part. How to avoid it? To keep things stress-free, always check the cruise line's dress code. Most cruise lines provide clear guidelines like smart casual or black tie optional. Pack accordingly. You don't need a tux or ball gown unless it's specifically requested. But make sure you have something that fits the bill for these nights. Pro tip: if you absolutely don't want to dress up, but still want to enjoy the night, try to find out if the ship offers a casual dining venue or buffet during formal nights. Many cruise ships offer alternatives for those who don't want to participate. #9. Cutting in line at buffets. Buffets on cruise ships are a popular go-to for many passengers after all. Who doesn't love endless options, all-you-can-eat style? However, as tempting as it may be to cut the line for that last slice of pizza or the most decadent dessert, this is one etiquette mistake that always causes tension. Why it's annoying? Picture it. You've been waiting patiently for your turn, and someone cuts in line just to grab that last piece of cake. It's not just inconsiderate. It creates unnecessary frustration for everyone behind you. The buffet line is all about fairness, and when people skip ahead, it feels disrespectful to others. How to avoid it? Always respect the line and give others the space to move freely. Buffets are often busy, and it's easy to get caught up in the moment, but a little patience goes a long way. If you're in a rush, try to go during off-peak times when it's less crowded. Bonus tip: if you're really craving something specific, try talking to the staff to see if they can bring it to your table or suggest a time when the dish is freshly restocked. Number 8. Disrupting the spa atmosphere. Cruise ship spas are a place to unwind, distress, and escape the hustle and bustle of daily life. However, many passengers forget that this is a shared space, and if you're not careful, you can easily ruin the vibe for everyone else. Why it's annoying? When you enter the spa, you're supposed to experience tranquility. Loud conversations, splashing in the hot tub, or even just overly excited chatter can disturb the serenity of the space. Other guests may have been looking forward to quiet time, and your loud conversation could end up creating unnecessary tension. How to avoid it? When you enter a spa or relaxation area, make a conscious effort to lower your voice and respect the peaceful environment. If you're with a group, keep the group chatter to a minimum. Remember, this is a place for relaxation, not a party zone. Quick tip: if you're using the sauna, hot tub, or any of the more quiet spaces, make sure you're not on your phone or talking on loudspeaker. It can be a huge nuisance to others. #7. Ignoring the no-saving seats. Policy cruise ships are known for their beautiful lounges, pool decks, and theaters, but many people unknowingly break the etiquette rule of no-saving seats. This can cause unnecessary stress, especially during shows or popular activities. Why it's annoying? Imagine you've been waiting for the show to start, and you find a great seat, only to have someone show up, claiming the seat for a friend who's not even there yet. It's frustrating for the person who's now standing and trying to find another seat. Many cruise ships have a strict no-saving seats policy for a reason. It keeps things fair. How to avoid it? If you need a seat, get there early. Don't use towels, bags, or other items to reserve seats for people who are not with you. If you're with a group, get there together. And if you're sitting in a space with limited seating, be considerate of others who might also be waiting for a spot. Pro tip: be mindful of the seating rules in high traffic areas like the theater or pool deck, especially during peak times like sunset or popular evening shows. Number 6. Not following pool etiquette. Poolside on a cruise is the perfect place to relax. But some guests forget the golden rule of pool etiquette. Whether it's splashing too much, taking up all the lounge chairs, or getting too rowdy, poolside behavior can make or break the experience for other guests. Why it's annoying? Relaxing dip in the pool can quickly turn into a frustrating experience if you're sharing the area with people who are constantly making noise, taking up space, or hogging the best spots. Cruises are all about relaxation, so being mindful of your poolside behavior is key to enjoying the space. How to avoid it. Don't splash others, and if you're with a group, be mindful of the noise level. Don't leave your towels or bags on loungers if you're not actually using them. Try to keep the area clean, and if you're done, remove your things so others can use the space. Quick tip. If you're planning to spend a lot of time by the pool, consider going during off-peak hours, early morning or late afternoon, to avoid the crowds. Asterisk by avoiding these first 5 blunders, like respecting the formal dress code, not cutting in line, keeping quiet in the spa, not saving seats, and following poolside etiquette, you're already on your way to being a cruise etiquette pro. But we're not done yet. Stick with me, because there are still 5 more common blunders to avoid to make sure you have the best possible cruise experience. Asterisk number 5. Talking too loudly in public spaces. Cruise ships are full of communal spaces, whether it's the dining area, the corridors, or even waiting in line for an excursion. Being overly loud can quickly annoy others who are simply trying to enjoy the ambiance or have a quiet moment. Why it's annoying, whether it's a phone conversation, group chat, or loud laughter. Being too loud in public spaces can disrupt others who may be trying to enjoy some peace and quiet. Ships are small spaces with a lot of people, so even a modestly loud conversation can carry across the room. How to avoid it. Keep your voice low when you're in public spaces. If you're on the phone, step aside or find a quiet corner. Be mindful of the time and place. Loud conversations are best kept in more private areas. Pro tip: if you're in a lounge or dining room, try to keep your voices at a conversational level, especially when you're surrounded by others. #4. Holding up the line at guest services. Guest services are often the busiest area of the ship, and while you might think your question is quick, it's important to respect the time of others waiting in line. Why it's annoying. When you ask questions that could easily be answered elsewhere or take up more time than necessary at guest services, you're holding up others who may have more urgent requests. How to avoid it. Be prepared with all the information you need before approaching guest services. If you can, resolve minor issues via your cabin phone, app, or a quick visit to another location like the excursion desk. Quick tip: for complex inquiries, make sure you're prepared with all necessary paperwork and details to avoid back and forth that could take up extra time. #3. Overpacking or bringing the wrong gear. Cruises are meant to be relaxing, but overpacking can quickly turn your trip into a logistical nightmare. While it's easy to overdo it, the reality is that you can get away with packing light, and it'll save. And there you have it: 10 cruise etiquette blunders you definitely want to avoid if you want to cruise like a pro and make the most out of your vacation at sea. We've covered everything from dressing appropriately on formal nights, respecting the spa's quiet atmosphere, to being mindful of others while at the buffet. It's the small details that can make or break your cruise experience. Whether it's cutting in line, disturbing the peaceful vibe of shared spaces, or just being loud when others are trying to relax. These are the little things that can leave a bad taste in the mouths of your fellow cruisers, but don't worry. It's all about being considerate and doing your part to make sure everyone has an enjoyable time. A little courtesy goes a long way, and by keeping these 10 tips in mind, you're ensuring not only your own success as a cruiser, but you're also contributing to a more pleasant, enjoyable atmosphere for everyone on board. So, here's a quick recap of those 10 cruise etiquette blunders. Not following the formal dress code. Always check the guidelines and dress the part to respect the occasion. Cutting in line at buffets. Patience is key. Everyone's hungry and everyone deserves a turn. Disrupting the spa atmosphere. Keep it quiet and peaceful in the spa areas to respect those looking for some relaxation. Ignoring the no saving seats policy. Be fair and don't block off spots for people who aren't even there. Not respecting pool etiquette. Don't splash around excessively and be mindful of others trying to relax. Talking too loudly in public spaces. Keep conversations at a reasonable volume, especially in shared spaces like dining rooms and corridors. Holding up the line at guest services. Be prepared and efficient so you don't take up unnecessary time in line. Overpacking or bringing the wrong gear. Pack smart, pack light, and bring only what you need.